going out in Oxford in the 60s and 70s. There are many, many stories that many people can tell you many, many times. But going out in Oxford, if you are African Caribbean, for us, our stories at these times were harder to tell because they were intertwined with the struggles we were facing on a daily basis. But rest assured that we found our own way to make our own fun and have a good time regardless of our struggles. And we found places and spaces that we made our own. Come, let me show you.
See, the thing is, you'll notice that Oxford is not like, say, London and Birmingham. For years, we've not been able to get a permanent place.
I remember that in a town hall, so my dad used to put on reggae dances here. He said it's funny that the town hall was the only place that would allow him to put on live music and live events. But he also had a tailor's shop at St. Clement's, so he would occasionally have parties above the shop there.
So one of the ways in which the West Indians would raise money would be to have what they would call rent parties.
Even though there were lots of complaints about the private parties, the reason why a lot of parties started, or what they would later call blues or shebeens, is because black people were not allowed into nightclubs. They weren't allowed to join a lot of social clubs and stuff. So again, it was just creating your own enjoyment, creating your own environment.
We held parties whenever we were able and in any space that was safe for us, be that a hall, be that our own home, be it even a tailor shop. Talking about tailoring, we would make sure that our clothes were looking bespoke, and sometimes we took the tailoring home and made our own embroidery and our own clothing, so it was just so.
And all this embroidery, I could do that, but that was done for the machine. When I used to do that by hand, that's the way we used to dress.
Bag,
yes, handbag and gloves and hat. So when we come here, we have to put on coat and cardigan and all kind of things. It was freezing in 63.
So when we came here, we were met with the cold that was in the air, but the cold, it never touched our spirits. So what did we bring with us?
I brought what I would say now, happiness, really. I was a quite happy person. Nothing never bothered me. You know what I mean? And certain things, I wouldn't get mad at first, because I thought, whatever happening, it's just, they don't know any better.
Black people normally make their own enjoyment, don't they? I think so. That's why we can smile so much, because we always make ourselves happy in other ways.
Church, the Lord's home away from home. This is the place where we met, where we fell in love, where we celebrated new life, where we celebrated our loved ones that we laid to rest. This was our home away from home. But like the chill in the air, some of the churches that we went to when we came here in the 60s and 70s, they didn't welcome us. They were formal and stiff. We knew everything about Sunday best, and we came with a color and a light and the sun. And in some ways, they didn't want us, and they didn't share that with us.
And there is the June Street Methodist Church on the other side when I came to Oxford. At that time, the minister that was there, one Mr. Gibbons, he was quite nice. He used to go around to the black people houses and thing and talk with them and so on. And I think he used to help a lot of people too. But after he left, and it wasn't very good really. All the black people left the church.
I think one of the main reasons why black people have to form their own church is because there was a lot of racism in the church. So black people realize that they never welcomed you.
You go to church in the Caribbean, it means something. And I think that is how they formed that black church, you know. New Testament.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us to hear some of the many, many, many stories of the spaces and places that we have made our own. And in so doing, together, we have created a new space and a new place that we have made our own.